Hey, hi guys, Phil from statisticsmentor.com. I want to begin this session by asking a very simple question. What is 2 minus 2? I'm sure you're all saying 0, naught, nothing. And you'd be right. Okay, let's go to the next question then. How about the difference between two random variables that are the same? So we have two random variables, say x and y, both are normally distributed, same mean, same variance. So is the distribution then of the difference, say x minus y, equal to nothing, just as 2 minus 2 is nothing? And let's carry that over to other distributions. Suppose we have two chi-squares, both with the same degrees of freedom, say v. Then is the difference of those chi-squares equal to nothing? Well, I'm going to do a little experiment here to answer that question. We're going to consider x and y random variables that are identical with mean 0, variance 1. So they're both normal, mean 0, variance 1. And now we're going to draw numbers from the normal distributions. Let's start. So first distribution, x is 0.2, y is 0. Then comes the next one. We're just drawing these from the normal distribution. All these numbers coming from normal distributions with mean 0 and a variance of 1. Okay? So that eventually, if we look down the columns of x and y, they should be approximately mean of 0 with a variance of 1. But we're only doing 8 time draws anyway, so it's going to be it won't be too exact. Alright, and there you go. Wow, flying around. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got draws now of x and y. 8 draws. Let's create a new column, x minus y, because it's the difference we're interested in. And the question was, is x minus y equal to 0 if both x and y are normally distributed with the same mean and same variance? Well, let's calculate the differences now. So the first row was x is 0.2, y is 0, so difference is minus 0.2, and so on, all the way down. I think what you can see quite clearly is that the differences between x and y are not 0. So for x minus y to be exactly 0, you'd have to have a whole column of zeros, which they ain't. Okay? So going back to the question, if x and y are normal random variables with same mean and variance, is the distribution of the difference equal to nothing, just as 2 minus 2 is nothing? The answer is no. The answer is not at all, because it's slightly different to the question of 2 minus 2 is because x and y are random variables. They are uncertainties. So each draw comes from that distribution, but each draw doesn't draw out the same numbers from both x and y. And that's why, as we saw in the experiment, that's what was going on. Okay, so I hope that's pretty much explained it to you. I'm Phil, presenting from statisticsmentor.com.